We're here as the RFA and Harper Adams University College today in order to sponsor 2 awards at the International Cheese Show. We're sponsoring the Best Amateur category, obviously with the background of teaching students about cheese making and the technology of cheese making. But we're also here to sponsor the Best Shropshire Blue as well. Being based in Shropshire, I think it's important that we sponsor and look after our regional food. We're also here as a trade display as well, as we've just launched our brand new course, which you can see here, which is the first course in the Northern Hemisphere that's accredited in cheese grading. So we have a university college certificate, a foundation certificate in cheese grading, which is launched in September.
My name is Bruce MacDonald. I operate cheesegrading.com, which is a service to the cheese industry, providing not just cheese grading but all aspects of cheese grader training. I went self-employed last November and subsequently realised that there was a need in the UK for a high-level cheese grading qualification. And the obvious place to do this was with the Regional Food Academy. So I approached them in February, we had our first meeting in March and subsequently launched the project at great speed with a huge amount of work from the Regional Food Academy. They've done really well to get us this far. The course is all about, as you would expect, cheese grading, but it's the fine detail of how to be a cheese grader. We start with basic sensory evaluation and threshold screening to make sure you can taste and understand and verbalise all the attributes of a cheese. Every word that's used to describe cheese you will find useful at some point in your cheese grading life. So we teach all that, but we want the people to actually bring them with them and understand more of what they're talking about. And once we've done that, we then move on to looking at body, texture, aroma, flavour and the individual characteristics of many different types of cheese. We also look at the more advanced stages of electronic ways of recording data, quality systems, even how to be a cheese judge at something like Nantwich show, which we're at today.
We're showing a trade stand today with a little cheesery who are owned by a company called MCE Engineering, based in Derby. Now, when we originally started the RFA project, we were looking to try and source cheese making equipment. Now, this was incredibly difficult in the UK after years of there being very little in terms of cheese production in the UK. So we actually approached a stainless steel design company in order to be able to make some equipment ourselves, so help them design and help them get better acquainted with what's required in cheese making equipment. And they built all the equipment that the RFA now use, and they're local as well. They're only Derby. They've recently expanded what they do in terms of equipment for cheese, and they have a portable unit which can take around to farms and help farms in a low-risk way develop into cheese makers themselves.
We manufacture equipment for the food manufacturers in general. We're focusing on dairy products at the minute. We're doing a lot of work with the big companies and the small farmers. And this sort of product we've got here is aimed at the smaller producers. The concept is a unit which is totally enclosed and somebody can just go in there and make cheese. It's given an opportunity to have a go at it without all the planning and getting consent and building. This is ready to run. We can just go in there and have a go at making cheese before they make the decisions for the future.